So it seems like there has been another graduation within Nijisanji, and this time it's to do with the JP side of the kind of company, right? And obviously we have seen a lot of kind of departures and stuff, but this time we're going to be talking about Onomachi Haruka, who obviously, yeah, is someone who's been around since about 2019. And yeah, they say we hereby report that Nijisanji affiliated VTuber Onomachi Haruka will graduate as of February 25th, 2026. Now, this is actually a very far in advanced notice. Like, a lot of the Nijisanji and also other company, to be fair, announcements for graduations have been very sudden and very short. Like, either literally on the day of them doing it, or either like a week or two to essentially just say goodbye and stuff. But it seems like she will be, carrying on for another couple of months, and then will be graduating, which makes me think that this isn't anything, too malicious or anything like bad that has gone wrong behind the scenes or anything. This is obviously just clearly a mutual agreement leaving, right? And yeah, she wants to kind of finish it out in the last couple of months, right? And yeah, Rima has actually provided a kind of translation here. Obviously they say, Japanese liver Onomachi Haruka is graduating from Nijisanji on February 25th, 2026. She debuted in 2019 alongside Kataribe Sumugu and Seto Miyako, and has been a part of the group for over 6 years. They say translation, announcement of graduation. We sincerely thank the members of the virtual live group Nijisanji and Nijisanji EN for their continued and warm support. We regret to announce that as of February 25th, 2026, Onomachi Haruka from Nijisanji's live unit, Onomachi Haruka, will be graduating from Nijisanji. After careful consideration of various aspects of the person in question, we have decided that it is best We've decided that it is best for her future activities to end her activities as Onomachi Haruka now. That's very interesting, the way that they've worded that. They say after careful consideration of various aspects with the person in question. So it seems like this is actually coming from Nijisanji wanting to leave, rather than obviously Onomachi Haruka considering it, which is pretty interesting. So Onomachi Haruka debuted on January 28th, 2019, and with her overwhelming expressive ability, unique personality, and love for games, she has entertained many fans. Even in joint streams with other livers, she has shown her presence by leading the atmosphere with her bright and cheerful personality, and has continued to brighten the moods of everyone around her. We are truly grateful for the joy and emotion she has brought us over the years. Additionally, Onomachi Haruka's YouTube membership will end publicly on February 26, 2026. Sales of goods, voice content, and other items will also be discontinued sequentially. They say, regarding the archive of her fan club, XH Twitter on YouTube and SNS, most of the content will remain publicly available even after graduation on February 25th, 2026, except for certain paid content for membership periods. So it looks like you're still going to be able to look at any of her content if you are interested in that. And they say, we sincerely apologize for the sudden announcement to fans who have supported Onomachi Haruka. If you have any issues, contact any color. So yeah, obviously that is essentially what they had to say about it in this one message here, which is all in Japanese. And yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of people kind of talking about it, as well as Onomachi Haruka herself saying, as announced, I will be graduating from Nijisanji as of February 25th. Thank you for the treasure-like days. For the remaining 3 months, I want to keep going all out and having fun with everyone until the very end. So I look forward to your support. So yeah, obviously a very short and professional message there, right? People have been talking about this over on Kurosanji as well, saying technically only Kataribe Sumugu will be the only members left in the group, but since Sumugu went on hiatus since 2019, that wave is already disbanded, which is pretty crazy. Obviously, people said, I think the one significant new thing out of this graduation that has been announced a full 3 months in advance. I kind of wish this was more common, so people had more time to say goodbye. I suspect this case she's going to retire outright though, so a longer goodbye makes a bit more sense. Researching the life herself, but because yeah, I didn't know who the hell she was either. Onomachi was one of the 9 debuts in a particularly unsuccessful period in early 2019, following the merger of Nijisanji Gamers and Nijisanji Seeds into just Nijisanji. And prior to extremely successful successful Sunbaka Trio's debut, Sunbaka quickly followed by several more highly successful livers, including Albio and Nui Sosure. They say this was a sort of low period when Nijisanji took a 3.5 break from rampantly adding more VTubers since the company's debut in February of 2018 until the end of September, but they once again resumed expanding in early January 2019, and once again they were throwing as many VTubers as they could against the wall to see what sticks, but this time not having much success for the next 10 weeks or so. Of the 9 debuts in this time period across 4 different batches, 2 of which didn't even have names, only Gundo Murray, Yuzuki Roa managed to break out of the pack and become even modest successes, and they were the same from the group. None of them managed to break even 250k, despite getting in the door just as Nijisanji was exploding. 6 of the 9 are now officially gone, including Murray. Roa is technically on the roster, but has been inactive since 2020 for reasons that are not 100% clear, but there are drama tuber videos about it. Say also Kataribe Sumagu is also technically on the roster, but she went inactive for 4 weeks after her debut and never came back. So this just leaves Onomachi Haruka as the last active VTuber who came in that period when Nijisanji was trying to regain its footing and also figure out how to promote people beyond just pure luck. Per the virtual YouTuber wiki, she is a high school student and innkeeper who is supposed to be 14 at debut and 17 today. Also, she used to regularly post on Reddit back in the day. I'm just going to guess she doesn't do that anymore. The big lesson that I think Nijisanji or anyone can take from this period is that it's probably better to plan out your gens instead of just debuting as many random people with no unifying theme or reason. There were many other lessons they didn't learn, but they did get better at planning and promotion at least. And obviously, yeah, that's a very good rundown. I see a lot of people thanking them for that, and I do think that is a good rundown of exactly the situation that has been going on. I do think in terms of Onomachi Haruka, right, I think that yes, she has been one of these kind of talents that were thrown against the wall, essentially, as they say here. Obviously, this is their YouTube channel. They've been thrown against the wall here to see if they will stick. She got about 231,000 subs, so I think, you know, she did pretty good, but I don't think she stuck as hard as some of the other Nijisanji members and other VTubers in the space, right? So again, I think it is one of these situations where essentially Nijisanji went, right, okay, we're spending a lot of resources and stuff on this talent. They're not really taking off as much as, you know, we would have hoped to. And again, it has been quite a while now. It's been since 2019. So they might be thinking, okay, maybe it's time to just kind of give up this endeavor and, yeah, maybe just let them move on to something new. Because as you can see here, they get around about, you know, 1.8k, 3k, 4k. So they get a very fluctuating amount of views. And again, this is views total on stream, so again, this isn't like live viewers, so it's going to be much lower than that. So again, I don't think they've been as successful as some of the other Nijisanji kind of livers, right? But I do think obviously they have provided a you know, a big kind of I guess service to a lot of people. Obviously a lot of people saying they were their favorite ASMR streamer and stuff in the comments down here. So, you know, some people didn't even know of their existence, as this person even said here, right? So I do think, you know, it is more of a kind of, I guess, strategical business move from Nijisanji to get rid of them. That's what it seems like to me. In the case of, they're essentially getting rid of some of the talents which, as I said, they kind of just threw at a wall and hoped that it stuck. Yeah, you know, she kind of stuck, but again, she didn't stick as hard as maybe some of the other talent have. And, you know, I think they find it more valuable to, I guess, stop wasting resources on these talent that maybe aren't going to make it as much. Obviously it sucks and it is like kind of, you know, very harsh, right? But again, that is the reality of a lot of agencies, right? If you're not doing good, if you're not pulling in numbers, then they're not going to want to continue to sign you on and to continue to work with you, right? And I think that maybe they thought that, you know, potentially a new generation, because obviously they've been actually looking for new talents recently. They actually put out a kind of like a form or whatever. They've been looking for new talent, so maybe they thought, okay, let's just get rid of some of the resources in this area, which isn't doing too good, and then, you know, try to find new talent, which could potentially be the next big kind of VTubers in their agency, because obviously they have a ton of talent that have stuck. It's just about finding those next ones and getting rid of the ones that maybe didn't as much. But again, as people were saying, Nijisanji have improved on promoting their talent a little bit better, and the fact of like, you know, actually just trying to like get them big and trying to get them to actually work, rather than just being like, okay, go stream and we'll see how it is, and if you don't do good, then you're gone, right? Because that's essentially what their old business model was. But I think it has kind of changed since then. But even if, you know, all of that kind of you know, promotion and whatever does still not work, right, you know, you could still end up being thrown out. But again, it is just a matter of time until we see. But that is essentially what it seems like the reason as to why Onomachi Haruka will be going. Obviously, it has been quite a while as well. It's been over 6 years. So again, hopefully she can find something, you know, good to do. I mean, I don't know if, obviously some people were kind of speculating that maybe this might be her last run as a VTuber, like in total she won't be coming back as an indie or whatever. But again, maybe we'll see her come back as an indie, you never know. Or maybe she will go on to do something else, you know, slightly different. But again, we'll have to wait and see, and obviously I'll keep you guys up to date if there's anything going on with that. But yeah, that's essentially all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go over to GamerSubs, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So, see ya.